Alright, forget the EULA drama for just a second. Forget the corporate greed bullshit. Today, we're talking about actual nuclear annihilation. And the guy who pressed the button? IP Justice. Who, by the way, should probably be working at some 3-letter agency instead of Mojang. Because on March 11th, 2022, this man used his verified work account to commit what I can only describe as the perfect act of corporate vandalism. No warning, no email, just boom, community fucking gone. And this wasn't an accident either. No misclick here. It's not like he was accidentally deleting 30 channels and banning tons of users. It was calculated. It was sociopathic. And Mojang's response to all of this? Absolute silence. So here's what happened. The server owner, MWAM, gave the official-looking Minecraft staff account full owner permissions, thinking, you know, that the account was harmless, a mere representative of Mojang, or I don't fucking know, a decent human being. Was this a little lapse in judgment? Sure, but fixable, right? Wrong, because IP Justice, this Mojang employee whose literal job is IP enforcement, saw a fucking kill switch. The second he got those permissions, he went full scorched earth. He was surgical about it. He deleted every channel. He deleted every role, and then one by one, he systematically kicked every single user. Gone, obliterated, nuked from orbit. The community described the situation as inflicting grief, pain, and suffering on people who use that space for socialization and shared memories. He was handed the keys to a car and then immediately drove it through a fucking building. That's the moral equivalent of what we're dealing with here. Using a work account for targeted harassment like this, it's the surest example of gross misconduct. Now, inevitably, there's going to be some corporate bootlicker in the comments saying, well, maybe they were violating EULA, maybe they were redistributing old versions, or maybe MWAM shouldn't have given owner permissions to a Mojang staffer. Cool, doesn't matter. IP Justice is an IP enforcement specialist. His job is to follow procedure. You know, boring stuff like issuing formal takedown requests, reporting violations to Discord's trust and safety team, maybe even sending a polite professional email. Instead, he decided to roleplay as a 10-year-old with admin powers and delete an entire fucking server. That's pretty far from IP protection. If anything, it's a breach of fiduciary duty. That's digital playground bullying, except this time, it's endorsed by a multi-billion-dollar corporation. And here's where the story goes from rogue employee to institutional corruption. Because according to every single community report, IP Justice was never fired, never reprimanded, Mojang and Microsoft issued no public statement, zero accountability, and when people tried to talk about it on the official subreddit, their posts got removed under piracy rules. Are you fucking serious? Think about that. In any other industry, this is immediate termination. A chef intentionally poisons food? Fired. A mechanic steals a client's car to commit a crime? Fired. Hell, maybe even double fired. Maybe even triple fired for all I care. But an IP specialist, someone who represents Mojang's authority, uses his work account to commit an act of social violence and faces zero consequences. Nice institutional tolerance, Mojang. Real nice. And here's the kicker, they violated their own rulebook. Microsoft's Standards of Business Conduct, the so-called Trust Code, demands respect, integrity, and accountability. By keeping an employee who abused his authority like this, Mojang is apathetic and complicit. They've opened themselves up to legal liability for negligent retention. This is bad PR. It's corporate failure at the highest level. Mojang's failure to hold their own people accountable proves one thing. They don't see their community as partners, they see them as obstacles. Obstacles that can be terrorized by their own agents with zero repercussions. At the end of the day, it's the corporate silence that enables the digital terrorism. So yeah, that's the time that Mojang deleted an entire Discord server. And if Mojang ever wants to address it, my comments are open, though I highly doubt they'll say anything.